What's poppin'? So I want to talk to you just for a second about being celebrated, right? You know, because most times in life, to be celebrated gives you a good feeling, right? And that means at that point in time, you're being sort of a celebrity. So think about parties, right? On birthday parties, you have that one individual that's going to dress up and they look very nice for that day. You know, you have even photos with balloons and a particular place that's set out for them to take pictures to remember that day. They're like this locally known celebrity. You know, that feeling of someone wanting to be around you, that you're more than what you have been all of your time of being, you know, the 9 to 5 and all that you're going through with your life, and people seeing you all the days of the rest of your life. But on that special day, they see you as different, and you feel the vibration of a celebrity. So, and that's what we extract and give our energy to, time in and time out. We wait sometimes to special occasions or special days to feel special in the source or in the knowing of what we know has to be consciousness, pure knowing is God. So with that being said, I like to say the chosen, right? Because the chosen of God, you know, we've looked at it throughout time. We've seen those chosen ones by God, the consciousness, the uniqueness, and the radicalness of their life, and, you know, the changes they partook in, saying yes to what they didn't know. So being in the middle of where they were going, you know, not yet who they become, the chosen, right? Now in 2026, you know, we look at the chosen, and I said, you know, back in 2025, that if you look at the chosen that are not in a spiritual sect, or that are not in a church or under a ministry, they have their own rules, you know, they have their own ways of believing, and they serve and know the same God in the serving, right? In the serving of humanity to get people to convert into Christ or Christendom, right? The chosen. So if you have seen a chosen, you know it's like when Jesus, prime example, a radical chosen one to free minds, you know, the 144. And I'll talk to you about the 144. You know, if you read New Testament texts, Jesus went into the temples and flipped the money changers tables over, where they were what? Selling information, you know, being the consciousness of God and unaware, and it's going on with society. You know, certain group of people had the authority to sell a certain amount of wisdom and products, right? In the name of what we